Okay, everyone, let's get this thing together. Yeah, looks like I got some painting here done. Just getting the lifeboats done here. And got this here pretty much all done. Just got to finish off the painting of the lifeboats on the bottom here. And that takes care of all that. And after that, I do believe we can start putting the hulls together. And with this, you just, I just basically load the brush right down and very, very gently pushing the paint around. Like I'm barely touching the model. I'm just pushing the paint around over the top. So it just goes over to the edge. It looks like that. Not bad. There we go. All done. Looks good. Got more painting done there on the thruster ports. Looks good. Pretty much it's all done now. I just got to let the paint set. And because I put it on really thick, so it's got to take a little bit longer time to set, because if my finger gets on it, I get my fingerprint on there and I have to repaint, blah 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 blah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to color in the windows that I did not drill out, and that way it's all going to be complete. So all I'm going to use for that, these markers. Just got to find the right size thickness here. That one or this one? Should we? Nope. No. .4 is the one I need for this. Now if you can, go straight down and straight back. Otherwise you're going to click and there's going to be a little mark. .3 is probably the better one then. There we go. Looks good. Very nice. There we go. Get that all done up too. Finished off the top. Looks good. Very nice. Okay, so we are now ready to start connecting. So I'm going to start with the primary hull here first, connecting up all the wiring here down to the engineering hull. Then I got the engines here. I'll just loosely slide them in this place there on the back here and tie those in, and then get the sides here on, tying those in as well. Everything's just going to be loosely connected, and then I'll do a quick light test. Doesn't look like a 9-volt power source is going to be enough. Just too many lights. Whoa. Okay. And then too much power. Okay, using the 9-volt battery there, everything seems to light up okay. Except when you get up to the primary hull here, it's like it's only the primary hull that's flashing for some reason. I'd be clear because there's not enough amperage when the flashers are going off. Okay, everyone, I am going to admit it right now. I am no rocket scientist when it comes to electrical or anything like that. I'm going to come straight up and say it. I made a mistake putting these lights in. There's nothing wrong with them. They work fine. But the model just wasn't lighting up properly. I couldn't get it to light properly with a 9-volt battery, which is what I was hoping for. So it's AC power all the way. The AC was too much amperage, which is why you got the flashing. So I'm going to replace all those with these here strip lights, which are for 12-volt power supply. So I'm going to put strip lighting on the outside here. I'm going to put strip lighting in the center here and around here, and that way this entire thing here is going to be lit up to the nth degree. So I'm going to take all of these out as well. So I'm not going to use this circuit board. I'm going to use the Arduino. I'm hoping there'll be enough power for it. Well, we'll have to find out and see. And for some reason I got some LEDs in here that are not lighting up. So I figured, well, you know what? To make the engines light up even better, I'm going to put strip lighting in the tops of each one of the warp nacelles, and that way it'll light up the entire thing back here as well as the front. I'm going to leave the LEDs in there. I'm just going to have a strip here and here, and I'll take care of that. I'm going to leave these LEDs in there. They light up the engineering section beautifully. There's nothing wrong with those, and they will work with a 12-volt power supply. I just gotta have the proper resistor there. Okay, so right now I'm in the process of pulling these up, getting these out of here, and then I can put the strip lighting in. All right, we got a nice clean slate, so we can start installing. So I'm going to finish using up this reel here for around here, and then I got my other one here I'm going to start on. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get it around the outer edge, around the inner edge, and around this. It's just going to add more light to the windows, and I re-drilled them out. They're just a hair larger than they were before, so it'll let out more light. Before, when it was lit, it just I didn't like it. It just wasn't enough. Okay, so let's get this installed. Now, I don't have the flexible stuff to go around corners, so I have to cut it in sections, and you can tell by each section there's a little line here between the 2 points. So I'll be starting probably around here like this. Keep going around. So about every 3 lights, you got to cut it out. Now, there's a positive and negative sides. Easy way to read it is, if the lettering is right side up, the top is always positive and the bottom is negative. So make sure that these are set in the same way all the way around, and then we can connect them up. Alright, so I got it all rewired now. It looks good. It's a hell of a lot brighter than it was before. Not bad. So I reduced the resistor on the red one here to 22 ohm. For some reason it just wasn't very bright, but it's working good now. Got the Arduino in there. Alright, let's do a quick light test. You can see it's a hell of a lot brighter than what it was. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm just thinking, yeah, I know that's pretty tough to take, is having another string of lights along the underside here facing down towards these windows down here. I mean, they're brighter, but I just want that little more oomph. So I'm gonna add the strip lights on the bottom side here to light up the underside here. Okay, so I got the lights in there. They look good. Got it all hooked up. Let's do another quick light test. Oh yeah. Much, much better. Much better. Very good. Very good. Nice. I redid the window baker now. Got it all redone. Looks good. So this thing here is ready to be put back together again. But I think I'm just going to hold off just yet until I do hook it up to the rest of the unit there. Do another light test. I still have to put a resistor. Well, I still have to get strips in the engines here, but I have to get the proper resistor on here where the main power comes in for these lights. Otherwise they're all going to be burnt out, because with 12 volt power supply, 1 amp, yeah, it's they're going to go gone. Okay, so I'll get that on there. Then I'm going to pop the engines apart, fix that one LED for the thrusters over here. I am really not sure why it's not lighting up. And then get the strip in there to light up the rest of the warp engine, warp grills. And that's all I need to do for fixing what I did. Okay, so I found out why that LED wasn't lighting up. When I painted it, there was a hole in a heat shrink, and paint got inside there and blocked it off. So I replaced those lines there, and it's all working beautifully now. So I'm putting these lights in the sides here. I just got to glue that in place, and once I get those in there, get them attached, I'll do another light test. Okay, quick update. These strips here, I was having an issue with, well, for one good reason is the main power coming in here to the warp nacelles was going through a resistor. These don't work when you're going through a resistor. These are specific for 12 volts and an amp. Yeah, they already have their tiny built-in resistors, you can see there. So I put in just regular bulbs here, and along with those two still, they are going through a 47 ohm resistor. So I had to bypass this one here that's going into the model, and hooked it up directly to the line coming in from the saucer here, because they already have a 47 ohm resistor. So I had it plugged in on this side here where the power goes in after the resistor, and it was like it's going through two resistors, which made them really, really dim and not very bright. So I hooked them up to this line here, which is the only way to get this thing to light up, because if it was going after the resistor here, they wouldn't work at all. It had to be a direct link right into the plug. So now everything works good, lights up beautifully. I only had to replace one bulb here for the thrusters. Everything else works fine. I increased the resistors to 91 ohm. The 47s, well, one of them burnt out. Too much amperage. See, I'm not a genius when it comes to electronics, so I just play around the resistors until I find the right ratio. Okay, so let's do a quick light test to see how this thing's going to light up. Oh yeah, look at that. Ho 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 ho, way better, way better. And look at that, and you see these things are lighting up beautifully. Very nice. Very nice. The flashers are working beautifully. Looks good. Just about done. Now I can put it all back together again. Once I get some heat shrink on these here so wires don't cross and cause a short. And then I can start closing up the whole model. Ooh yeah, looking good, looking good. Alrighty then. So, these are all looking fine. I'm going to put these two halves together. Then get this slid in the spot and then do the primary hull. Alright, looks good. Just gotta let that set and then I can attach the primary hull. And there we go, everyone. It's coming along real good. Looks nice. Last thing I need to do here is get this stand done. Now, an issue I had before with my older model, as this is a very weak point up here, and it broke off. So I have to get this secured a little more better. Like I got my glue gun in there, I got the glue in there, but it's still not enough. So, well, I'm gonna close this whole back off here. But I think I'm gonna have cross beam structures in here as well, because it's pretty wobbly. It's not really good. Then I'm gonna close off the back so you don't see inside. Have wiring coming up here that will plug into the model in the back. I'm gonna have the power switch on the front. Now, I gotta have a power plug. It might go here if it's not too big. It shouldn't be. So I'll be able to put the plug right here. The switch on this side. Run the cables up in the back here and pop out in the top. But I still got to secure this a little bit better. I might have put something in here on the inside here that closes both halves off. Yeah, that might work. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to use this as cross beams. Probably like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. And on the top there, I just add a little bit of plastic there that connects both halves together. So it's already a little more secure now, but once I get the rest of those beams in there, it should work. And I get the backing on after I run the wiring, it should stiffen it right up. There we go. Okay, it's not too bad. All right, that really strengthened it up. And when I get that backing on there, it's going to be even stronger. So hopefully this won't break off. You know, with all the extra stuff in there, that model's a little heavier than it should be. So looks good. Yeah. Yeah, it should hold okay. So I'm just going to make a backing for this. I won't put it on until I run the wiring. So until then, I can get this all painted up, make it look all pretty. But I got to get these sections drilled out here first before painting. And then, yeah. Alright, got the backing on there now. It's all done. Fits in beautifully. I said fits in beautifully. But anyway, it fits. It fits. It fits. Now just gotta get this all painted up and make it look all pretty. And you can see here it's got the gold on the outside and silver and kind of a dark blue for this section in here. The main lettering all white and looks like a black or a darker color for these ones down here. Okay, looking good. All right, I got the switches in there. Got that really glued in there nice and tight so when it's not going anywhere. Got the switch on the side there. So I just got to wire it up now. Got the hole drilled there where it comes up through the top. How about that? Looks good. Not bad. Very nice. So instead of making this white, I made this the light blue color like that. So just personal preference. Okay, so let's get this wired up. Get that ready to go. Okay, so we got this point here is the positive. This in here is the negative. The one in the back is redundant, so I don't even bother with that one. So it's just these two here. All right, so I got the plug here. The pin up here is negative or positive, and the bottom one on the bottom here is negative. Got the heat shrink on there. Just gonna put the cap on, and away we go. Doing a test fit here. That's what it'll look like right there, like that. So, these bolt here. To be right there. Looks like I might have to put some weight on the bottom here. It's a bit nose heavy. You see how well it holds the model now? A whole lot better than what it did before. Talking about. Nice. Very nice. Just got a bunch of old Canadian pennies here that are useless. There we go, all glued into place. Oh yeah, it ain't gonna tip over now. Alright, so let's get the rest of this all hooked up here and do a light test. Okay, looks good. All connected up. Wait, let's do a test. Voila. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow. Nice. And there we have it, folks. She is all but done. Just got to do the deckling, but sorry to say that's in the next episode. So please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. If you have any questions or you want me to do commission work for you, contact me at epic.models@gmail.com. I will see you all again later in the next episode. Bye-bye.